Hi guys, and welcome to my camping vlog. I am going to share just several clips of and videos of the fun we had just this past week camping. We were away for 7 nights tent camping in Algonquin Park Provincial Park. This is all the things that we were packing up. We were taking 2 cars because, as if you are a follower, you know I have 200-pound plus dogs and they need a car for themselves. So my husband took our van and I drove our truck. I had placed this cover on the back seat of my truck so that way the dogs wouldn't make a mess. Frankie, which is the Bosnian Shepherd dog, he tends to vomit. So this was a good cover. And on our way, here he is sticking his head out. Now I did give them some meds, some gravel so he wouldn't throw up, and I decided to give it to Duke as well, my Bernafee, and things were started off pretty good. And then they had the meds, the gravel had a big effect on Duke, but not so much on Frank. So my daughter was taking some of these pics in a car as we were driving because Duke was out like a light. But at one point he was laying right across the whole back seat and Frank had nowhere to go. Only on top of him, and then he was just sticking his face in funny places and laying on the ground, laying halfway on the bottom of the car with his bum up in the air and reversed. But it did not have an effect on Frank, who vomited 4 times on our way there. I ended up giving him 1 extra tablet for the way back, and that seemed to have done the trick for the vomiting, but it nevertheless did not stop his hyperness in a car. It was quite cloudy and rainy when we arrived, and we arrived around 6:30 at night, and Frank made himself right at home in that giant puddle on our campsite. We were quite frantic that night to set up, so I did not record anything. My inverter died, and I had to walk over to the comfort station to pump up all of my mattresses. But this is the next day, so I thought I'd show you. We have set up 2 tents, one for my children and one for us. My husband was making dinner for us for our group that was arriving a little bit later. So I thought I'd give you a little tour of the campsite. We were staying at Lake of Two Rivers, East Campground. It is the closest to the beach. And I love the fact that it's like 2 campsites away from the beach. I don't have to lug and pack up the car to go to the beach. We just walk over. We bring boats. We bring a kayak and a stand-up paddleboard. And I have to tell you guys, I love this place. We have been camping here now for over 10 years, almost every single year. And we have quite a large group that comes up with us that have been coming up for several years as well. And it's like second home to us. We just love it. And I have to say, I'm pretty fortunate that my 19-year-old and almost 18-year-old still want to vacation with us. That's 2 of them on the water. So the dinner was ready. We had made some goulash and I served it over gnocchi, which I made as well. This is a great meal to cook over the fire, and it serves so many, and it's not that hard to make. And I've served some stuffed peppers with cabbage, as well as some pickles and some bread, as well as some wine. And for my dogs, I did have some of these kangaroo bones. I have never had these before. So here is the next day. It was kind of drizzling, very hot but drizzly, so we decided to take the dogs out for a swim. I had shared recently what I packed for my dogs. I will link that in at the end if you want to see things that I packed for my dogs. They did love the swimming, and this ended up being a highlight for almost everyone's day. This was the next morning. I was doing some yoga, and I just wanted to share how beautiful it looks in the morning I have done yoga several times. I actually got some of my friends to do it with me as well, and it was fun. I worked out almost every single day, whether it was hiking, yoga. I did some weightlifting as well with just actually wasn't weightlifting, it was with my bands. But we did quite a bit of hiking. There is an abandoned, well, unused old airport that they used to have long time ago during logging years, and it is now covered with blueberry bushes, wild blueberry bushes, so you can go picking those blueberries. And then it also goes into this little trail with just some water and bridges. It's just beautiful. Now those blueberry bushes tend to have some bears enjoying blueberries as well, so just keep an eye out on that. We did not see any. Actually, we did not see any wildlife this year. We've had seen bears previous years visiting campsites, but this year we did not see any. Could have been that I had the two dogs with me and the bears just stayed clear of us, or I'm not sure. It could have been just the timing. The dogs enjoyed the hiking as well. We also did, as you can see, here is my large group, and then we there's also a store nearby our campsites that serves Quartha ice cream, which is quite delicious, and we often walked over there. Well, I didn't have ice cream once, but the kids enjoyed it. Another thing that we have enjoyed quite a bit was kayaking. Ladies and I went kayaking several times. I have actually encouraged one of my friends who's never been to come with me on a double kayak, and she is so into it right now and thoroughly enjoyed herself. So I'm glad that I was able to help her with that. I do enjoy kayaking quite a bit. I find it very peaceful, and a good workout as well for your arms. We did some racing and just overall hung out on the water as much as we could. But like I mentioned, the highlight of everyone's camping was taking these two to swim. Now, Frank was acting a touch weird when there were other dogs around. He just wanted to play with everybody, but because he's only 9 months and he is quite large, a lot of people and other dogs are afraid of him when he comes running at them because he just wants to play. And I think he has an extremely strong sense of smell. So all the little smells over there, that little dog beach, were just driving him bonkers. But Duke absolutely loved it. We were tossing the ball for him. He kept going to swim. He kept trying to rescue everybody that he thought needed rescuing, and just enjoyed himself immensely. We finished each night with a fire and some roasting marshmallows and just hanging out, having a few drinks and chit-chatting, and that is exactly how I wanted every night to end. Well, I hope you have enjoyed this camping vlog. If you did, please give me a thumbs up, and if you're not subscribed, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out any of my future uploads. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in my next video.